Well, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I am here with Katelynn, and Katelynn is one of my favorite people that I get to sit down and talk with because not only is she part of the Dream Center, she's on our leadership team, and she's absolutely incredible. But she is a community member as well. So for us at the Dream Center, it's important to get to know people in our community, hear from them, what's important to them, and what they're passionate about, because that's how all of our outreaches and programs, are developed, is from people in the community, because, they know what's best for the neighborhood. So I'll introduce at this time Katelynn.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So I thought, we could just chat about things that are important to you in the community, and also your involvement with the Dream Center, and maybe some people watching don't know what the Dream Center is, so maybe get the word out about that as well, and
Okay.
just see where the conversation takes us.
Awesome. It's cool. The Dream Center is on 475 Tyler Street, right? We'll still have all the information, but yes, it's on Tyler Street. It's a wonderful church. I'm born and raised in Pittsfield, and I had left in my teen years. Woo! We all get a chance. And then 10 years later, God brought me back. I didn't know there was even a God, but when I left town, I had met him outside of state, and then I got to know him in my heart. It was time to come home. So I searched in town everywhere I could look for a church. So I was looking for a place where I felt like home. And when I met Katelynn Miner, she made me feel that way. I'm not going to get too deep because it gets me emotional. But they're a wonderful place. There are many programs. They have Sunday school services. They have a great band with.
She's on the band. So they are great, though.
This is funny. When I first saw Jesse, and not this Katelynn, there's two Katelynns. That's why I call Pastor Katelynn PK. So PK was there, and I was looking up, and I saw Jesse and singer Katelynn were up there all by themselves, and I'm like, Lord said, "We got some talent. Why don't you go help?" And I'm like, "Are you sure, Lord?" So I was debating back and forth, and I said, "Well, Lord, I'm starving, hungry," because I didn't want my first meeting to be meeting my hungry monster. So I know some of you hadn't met her, and I've apologized. You get hold it against me. But anyway, so back to the Dream Center I had said, Lord, if she's there when I'm done my lunch and going on my bike ride, I'll see her. And if you want me to do it, I'll do it. But if she's not there, then I'll just have to catch her the following week. But sure enough, God's got other plans. See, God's ways are not man's ways. So I went on my bicycle thinking, I stayed away long enough. They shouldn't be there by now.
I didn't know that you were trying not to.
I was
trying
scared.
Not to see me.
Because she was just so awesome. I didn't really meet her earlier. I just sat back and watched from afar. And then
I love you so much. The things that you learned. This is awesome. and it's online too, and we can post it, and people can hear your story.
Yay.
It's great. No, keep going. So you're watching from afar.
So then I did that agreement with God. I jumped on my bike and said, sure enough, she's got to be gone by now. They had lunch plans and everything. But nope, I come pedaling around the corner, and out she comes, exactly out the church. No lie, my bicycle stopped right. She was coming down the sidewalk. I couldn't get any closer to her. I almost hit her with my bike. I was that close. And then I giggled, and so I explained what I just told you. It's about seeing Jesse. I didn't tell her the other part about God told me to come here, none of that. I just said that. I see Jesse's up there all by himself, and with Katelynn the singer, that, and I played 12th string at the guitar at the time. And so I said, does he need any help? And she's like, oh, praise God. He says, yes, he's been praying to somebody. And I'm like, oh, okay. Her energy was it's awesome and exciting. And I said, I don't get to see this anywhere else usually. You see some happies, but you learn to know the phony balonies. she's not phony baloney, and that's what sticks out for me. And I love bragging about her because she's beautiful to me. I don't get too deep because then I cry.
But she's awesome. I was actually giving a tour yesterday, and Wednesday is our busy day where we serve, the community with food and clothing. And so we served, over 110 families within just a few hours, which represents hundreds of people. And so she's one of the people when you come in, you meet, she's there greeting you, and she'll, give you a shopping list where you get to pick what you want. And so I tried to walk by, for the tour, and she caught me and she announced me. She makes my face turn red. She said, "There's Pastor Katelynn." But she's just so awesome, and we're so blessed to have her part of the Dream Center. And as I said, she's a leader of our small groups. She teaches our older kids, 7 to 11-year-olds on Sunday. She's on our worship team, on the band, and she just has such a loving heart. She's on our TV crew as well. She helps out, and she, even pops on our TV show. And there's many more ways, that she's such a blessing. That any area to serve, Katelynn just serves wholeheartedly. And like she said, you can tell people who really care. And, your heart and, your smile and your life truly show that.
Oh,
so you're such a blessing.
And you are too. See, it's literally saved my soul. I felt like I was in the desert. Where was I going to go? Found the Dream Center. Pastor Katelynn. On the street, I call her PK. So if you see her out there, don't have to call her that. She won't get mad.
No.
That's what I like about her. She gets you, even though I might be an oddballer. The world's got to call me a weirdie. That's okay. At least they notice. And Pastor Katelynn's always been kind to me. And I like that. And she'll be kind to you, too. So I hope y'all come. Woo! It'd be awesome.
So let me ask you, now that we have some time, 2 questions. First one is, if you could see something in your community change, what would that be? Or you could also answer, what's most important to you in your community?
I would like to see the community come together and get rid of hatred and stop the bullying and stop turning our backs on the kids that are being bullied. Stop looking away. And, I would like that the children can have a communication area to tell somebody, help, I need help. Not to be made silly or anything like that. And I like the church is a very base foundation. They love Jesus, and that's the most important part. If Jesus in your heart, and there's your start. And the Dream Center will help you grow from there, and you guys are awesome. So I want families to come together, and then the hate be gone. Let us be the first state or the first city that's just so full of love that when people even cut through town, they say, gosh, I felt the love. That's what I want.
And the church is called to be a beacon of hope and light in our community, and to have it start with us. That hatred shouldn't exist within the church. There should be no judgment, no hatred, and just acceptance. And the last question, because I know we're running out of time, is have you heard a good joke lately? Let's
see. Oh, I got one for you. Okay, this thief comes into the house. Right, he goes to steal a TV, and he hears, Jesus is watching you. So he turns around and says, what's that? And he sees a parrot. He looks at you, and he goes, who are you? And the parrot goes, my name's Moses. And the guy looks at him and says, what kind of family would name a parrot Moses? And so the parrot replies back, the same people that would name a 250-pound Rottweiler named Jesus.
I love it. That's awesome.
See, I got that from Joel Osteen. That's not
great.
My original.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for your time
Oh,
and
thank
sharing,
you.
your heart and your story with everyone watching. And
thank
hopefully, the viewers that saw this will come by and see us at the Dream Center. And our website is www.berkshiredreamcenter.org. We're located at 475 Tyler Street, and our Sunday morning service is at 11 a.m. My husband and I are the pastors, and we would love to see you. Thanks for watching.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you for being here.
Oh,
You're
thank
awesome.
you for having me. Oh, high five.